Have you ever felt the quiet stretch of an entire day pass without hearing your name spoken? Without a single hand brushing yours? Or a familiar voice calling just to check in? For many, growing older comes with a new kind of silence. Silence that's not just about sound, but about presence. And if you're watching this, chances are, you know what I mean. Maybe your home is quieter than it used to be. Maybe the kids have moved away, friends have drifted, or perhaps a loved one who once filled the room with laughter is no longer here. But let me tell you something. My modern and unstoppable seniors, living alone in old age does not have to mean being lonely. And it certainly doesn't mean your life has lost its spark, value, or purpose. In fact, with the right habits and mindset, this stage of life can become your most peaceful and empowering yet. Today, we're diving into 4 powerful strategies to help you stay mentally sharp, emotionally strong, and physically healthy even when you're living solo. These aren't just feel-good suggestions. They're rooted in psychological research, real-life experiences, and timeless wisdom that still holds power today. So stay with me, because the last point might completely change how you view solitude in your later years. Before we dive in, if you're still not subscribed, subscribe now and click the bell so you don't miss the next care tip designed especially for you. Go ahead and tap that like button. It blesses your journey and helps bring this message to other modern and unstoppable seniors who need it too. 1. Create a purposeful daily rhythm. Your day needs a shape, even without an audience. Of the first things that starts to slip when we live alone is structure. Without scheduled visits, work, or regular obligations, time begins to melt into itself. Breakfast at noon. Pajamas until dusk. Days with no difference from the next. And while this may feel harmless, the long-term effects are not. Research shows that a lack of daily rhythm contributes to cognitive decline, mood imbalances, and even poor sleep patterns in seniors. So what's the antidote? Simple but powerful tool. A gentle, consistent daily rhythm. I'm not talking about strict schedules or to-do lists. I'm talking about giving your day a natural flow from morning to night. Start by waking up at the same time every day. Wash your face. Get dressed, even if you're staying in. Prepare a real breakfast, something nourishing. Then sprinkle in light activities, a short walk, watering your plants, journaling, or simply sitting in the sunlight with a cup of tea. Set meal times. Set bedtime. These aren't chores, they're anchors. They give your mind something to grip onto and your spirit a sense of flow. One woman, Miriam, 85, told us that the simple act of putting on earrings and lipstick every morning, though no one was around to see, made her feel like she was still showing up for life. That's what rhythm does. It says, I still matter. My time still counts. My modern and unstoppable seniors. If you take nothing else from this video, let it be this. Give your day a beginning, a middle, and an end. Not because anyone's watching, but because you still deserve a life that feels grounded. 2. Move gently. Move often. Stillness is the real thief when you live alone. Especially in older age, it's incredibly easy to slip into physical stillness. You go from your bed to your chair to the kitchen and back again. Maybe you're tired. Maybe your joints ache. Maybe without anyone around to move for, the motivation just fades. But here's what few people realize. Stillness is not rest, it's erosion. Your muscles start to shrink, your balance fades, your energy wanes. Suddenly, the body that once carried you effortlessly now resists even the smallest tasks. But here's the hope. You don't need a gym or expensive gear. To stay strong, what you need is intention. Just 10 minutes of movement can make a difference. Try standing up and sitting down from your chair 10 times. Walk to the end of the block and back. Stretch while the kettle boils. Lift a soup can in each hand while watching your favorite show. These small, steady movements activate blood flow, support bone strength, and release endorphins that actually elevate mood and mental clarity. A retired school principal named Devraj, now 79, shared that he starts every morning with 5 stretches and a slow shuffle around the garden. He says he feels like his brain wakes up through his feet. I love that image. So if you've been sitting too long today, here's your coup: get up, even just for a minute. You're not doing it for appearances. You're doing it for your independence, for your vitality, for your future self. Because your body still deserves your attention, your care, and your movement. Before we dive in, number 3, drop the first letter of your name in the comments below and add a heart emoji. It's a simple way to bless your wellness journey. 3. Find connection in quiet ways. Loneliness is about disconnection, not distance. Loneliness isn't about being alone. It's about feeling disconnected. And even the most independent seniors can find themselves longing for a simple exchange of kindness of voice, a glance, a moment of human warmth. But many people assume that connection means crowded events, loud dinners, or family constantly visiting. Not true. Meaningful connection can be small, soft, and deeply personal. A phone call to a cousin you haven't spoken to in months. A smile, and how are you today? To your pharmacist. It's a short chat with the delivery person or a neighbor. These little interactions send powerful signals to your brain. I belong. I am seen. I still matter. Science agrees. Studies show that seniors who stay socially connected in even modest ways have better immunity, sharper memory, and less depression. Don't underestimate the value of a single friendly exchange. One woman, 74, started baking a small batch of muffins every Sunday just to give one to a neighbor. It became her tradition, and eventually her neighbors began leaving small gifts. In return, a poem, a flower, a thank you note. Connection multiplies when nurtured. If you feel you've drifted too far, remember, you can always rebuild bridges, one gesture at a time. Send a message, write a letter, join a book club online, or simply sit on your front porch and wave to someone passing by. My modern and unstoppable seniors, you are not forgotten. You're not invisible. And every connection you make, no matter how small, reminds the world that your story is still unfolding. 4. Discover a quiet purpose you still have. Something to give, even if it's just to yourself. Perhaps the hardest part of aging alone isn't physical at all. It's the slow fading of purpose. When the job ends, the kids grow up, the house quiets. You may begin to wonder, what am I still here for? But let me tell you something from the depths of truth. Purpose doesn't retire. It doesn't vanish with age. It evolves. Sometimes it gets quieter, more personal, but it's still there, waiting to be rediscovered. Your purpose now might not be running a household or a business. It might be something smaller but no less powerful. It could be journaling your memories, knitting scarves for a shelter, growing herbs on the windowsill, learning to paint, writing birthday cards to people who live alone. Purpose gives your days meaning, and meaning gives your spirit strength. A man named Anwar, 82, began recording his life story into a tape recorder. Not for the world, not even for his family, but for himself. He said it gave him clarity, peace, and a sense of value. Your purpose doesn't have to make headlines. It only has to make sense to you. Ask yourself, what brings me peace? What brings me joy? What could I wake up for tomorrow just for me? Because when you have something to wake up for, however small your day gains color, your heart gains weight, and your life gains shape again. Living alone in your later years can feel like stepping into unfamiliar territory. It's quiet, strange, sometimes it's painful. But it can also be profoundly peaceful, deeply healing, and beautifully free if you shape it with care. A strong routine, daily movement, meaningful connection. In a personal sense of purpose, these 4 things can transform isolation into introspection and solitude into strength. If you felt seen by today's video, please let us know in the comments. Tell us, which habit are you already practicing? Which one will you try tomorrow? We read every word, and hearing from you reminds us why we make these videos. And if this message helped you today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell, so you never miss an episode from Wellness for Modern Seniors. This is a place where my modern and unstoppable seniors are always honored, always encouraged, and never forgotten. Thank you for spending your time with us. You are not alone. You're aging with purpose, dignity, and wisdom. And we are walking this path with you. We'll see you in the next video.